Hello, and welcome to the Rezoomex Podcast. I'm your host, Aria, and today we're diving into something that could completely change how organizations deliver Value Stream DAOs. Joining me is Vinayak Joglekar, co-founder of Rezoomex and a thought leader on AI, blockchain, and agile transformation. Vinayak, welcome.
Thank you, Aria. I'm excited to be here and to talk about how AI and blockchain are helping us finally break down those organizational silos.
We hear so much about AI speeding up work, but you've said speed alone doesn't guarantee value. Let's start there. Why do you believe companies should stop measuring work in terms of time and start focusing on outcomes?
The big shift is this. With AI, work that took days or hours can now be done in minutes. That means time spent is no longer the real measure. Clients are increasingly saying, we'll pay for outcomes, not hours. And when you measure outcomes, you're measuring value, not cost. The true AI transformation is about delivering more value at lower cost.
So if the work is faster, what's stopping companies from delivering that value?
It's the flow of value. Work might be completed quickly in one place, but it gets stuck waiting for handoffs between teams, departments, or even companies. Those silos are the real bottleneck.
Can you give us a real-world example?
Sure. Imagine a US customer with a pain point. Their sales team, also in the US, hears about it, but the product team is in Ireland, development is in India, and QA is in Vietnam. Now, sales spends months gathering proof of the pain and convincing the customer's stakeholders. Then they pass it to the product team who are swamped. Weeks go by before they write user stories. That work sits in India's backlog for months until it's finally developed and sent to Vietnam for testing. By the time it's ready, the customer may have worked around the issue or stopped caring.
And each team is doing its job well, but in isolation.
Exactly. Communication is mostly vertical, up and down the hierarchy, and barely horizontal between silos. That's why value delivery crawls.
You've compared this to how software teams used to work under Conway's Law. Can you explain?
Conway's Law says your product's architecture mirrors your org structure. If you have separate UI, middleware, and database teams, your software will be layered, and delivering a feature that cuts across all three layers is slow. The solution was the reverse Conway maneuver: create cross-functional teams with all the skills needed to deliver an outcome end-to-end. That's how we got agile teams and microservices architectures.
So why not apply that outside of software?
Exactly. If you could form a cross-functional, cross-border, cross-organization team for one pain point, they could work like an assembly line, adding value at each station without the delays of siloed handoffs.
But if it's that logical, why isn't everyone doing it?
Because in the past, there were huge barriers. Different cultures, time zones, HR policies, currencies, even politics. Only a tiny fraction of companies could make it work.
And what's changed?
Two things: AI and blockchain. Blockchain lets us form trust instantly using smart contracts. So even strangers can work together knowing they'll get paid for the value they deliver. AI agents act as tireless, unbiased teammates, available 24/7, speaking any language, decomposing user stories, creating personas, mapping empathy, generating test cases, even writing code.
Walk me through how this works in practice.
We start with event storming using our Event Stormer bot. The team lays out all the events in a process from left to right. We reorganize them into bounded contexts, like order processing or fulfillment. Within each bounded context, we identify value streams and the pain points inside them. Then, with AI agents, we build a product playbook, personas, vision, value proposition, user stories, test cases, test data, and the smart contracts. Once that's ready, we invite human team members to self-select into the project. The smart contracts define compensation and deliverables. And now you have a virtual organization DAO, fully functional and outcome focused.
And it can be created and dissolved quickly.
Yes, no need for formal mergers or partnerships. It's bound by software, not bureaucracy.
Vinayak, this has been eye-opening. The idea that AI and blockchain can finally dissolve silos and let value flow is powerful.
Thank you, Aria. The technology is here. We just need the will to use it.
And that's a perfect note to end on. Thanks for listening to Rezoomex Podcast. I'm Aria, and I'll see you next time.